What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. JD here with yet another video for you guys. It is officially Yeezy season on the channel. In this video, I will be talking about a bunch of Yeezys that I recently copped. This past weekend, there were two major releases here in Europe. The first of which is this pair right here. This is the Yeezy 700 V1 in the bright blue colorway. And the other major release, people have been waiting for this for quite a long time. We finally got more colorways drop in of the Yeezy Slides, and in this video I'm specifically talking about the resin pair as well as the pure. I'm not gonna lie guys, recently the Adidas Confirmed app has been absolutely blessing your boy with the W's. I don't know what it is, maybe they've flagged my account as a good account and they have just been giving me the W's one after the other. I've pretty much hit on every release this year, maybe except the 450s. This particular weekend, I was able to hit 3 pairs of the bright blues, and for the slides, I hit another 3 pairs on the Confirmed app, as well as a few other pairs from other raffles. I did have a lot of you guys messaging me on Instagram asking me how is it that I'm copying so much from the Adidas Confirmed app. Now, I don't have the keys to the Adidas Confirmed app backdoor, nor do I know all the secrets, but I can give you a few tips, at least tell you what I do. So of course, step number 1, you gotta get as many accounts as possible. That's an obvious one, of course. The second tip is, at least what I do, is I use a different address on every single account. In the past, when I've tried to jig my address, basically enter the same address, different versions of it. For example, 123 Yeezy Street or 123 Yeezy STR dot or ST dot. I personally have never had success using that, and I don't recommend you guys to do it because I think Adidas is pretty good at identifying addresses that have been jigged. So I pretty much enter different addresses in all my accounts, whether that be my friends' addresses or even neighbors in my own building. And if they hit, then yeah, great. I just tell them, hey, expect a package. It's gonna be coming in the mail this week, and then I just go pick it up. Also, another thing I do is for each of my accounts, I enter a different payment method, whether that be different PayPal accounts, different credit cards. So basically, I don't enter the same information on any of my accounts. And those are just my tips. I've pretty much, like I said, been hitting on every Adidas release so far this year. I'm not guaranteeing that this is gonna work for you. I'm just telling you what works for me. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a full review of both the 700s as well as the slides. I thought about doing separate videos for both of these, but then I thought, you know what, why not just do it in one video? So I'm gonna first start off by talking about the 700 bright blues. And let me just say right from the jump, this colorway, I love this colorway. Not only did this colorway look really good in pictures, but once you get it in hand, the way these colors kind of just contrast and just go together, it's just really, really nice. You can definitely tell that Kanye is a student of art, because if you look into color theory and the color wheel, you'll probably know that blue and orange, these are the colors that look really good together, and that's what he did here with this shoe. I've always thought that, especially with the 700 V1 silhouette, the more colorful it is, the more crazy they look, just like the OGs, for example, the better they look, in my opinion. There's just so many different panels on this shoe that you can kind of play around with the colors. That is why I was a huge fan also of the Sun colorway, and now we got the bright blues. This colorway is just so nice. We got this blue on the top, we got some hits of black, as well as some dark green panels. We also got kind of like a turquoise blue panel in the toe area. The midsole, of course, done in that bright orange. Then you got the black on the outsole. Oh yeah, did I mention I really like this colorway? Another really impressive thing about this shoe, like with a lot of Yeezys, is definitely the quality. The suede as well as the leather used on the shoe definitely feels quite soft, feels like some premium materials. The 700 line last year was definitely in a bit of trouble. A lot of pairs were not selling out, some were even getting discounted. So Adidas basically completely switched up the strategy this year. We saw the lower price point and also a lot fewer pairs being released. These bright blues were pretty limited. It was very hard to cop these. Shout out to the Adidas algorithm, by the way, the GOAT algorithm, running these algorithmic streets. Thank you for blessing your boy with all these W's. I managed to also hit on these in my size, so pretty happy about that. For sizing, when it comes to the 700 V1, I always go a half size up, and I do the same with my Yeezy 350s. Pretty much any Yeezy that I own, I always go a half size up. So whatever your size is in 350s, I would go the same in the 700s. Also gonna talk about resale as well. Resale has dropped a little bit from its peak on this pair, but this shoe is definitely very limited. For those of you who took an L and you really wanted to cop these, I definitely think now is the time to go ahead and do that, because the prices on these are definitely gonna jump very soon. Just look at what the Sun colorway is going for right now, and both of these pairs seem to have have similar stock levels. So I would personally pull the trigger right now and cop if you really wanted this pair. And if you cop these just to resale, if you really need the money, of course you can sell right now, but I'm personally willing to hold these because, like I said, the Sun colorway, we've seen how well that did, and I'm expecting these to do just as well. Overall, now of course this is just personal preference, but I actually think this is a top 5 colorway of the 700 V1. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about the 700 V1 in the bright blue colorway? Do you also think it's one of the best colorways to release so far? Let me know. Oh, and of course, because I was able to get these in my size, let's give you guys a quick on feet too. Let's get it. And we are sliding back into the video. So now let's get into the Yeezy Slides. So there were 3 colorways that just dropped. I got the resin colorway here as well as the pure colorway. The third one was the core colorway, which I also copped. However, it hasn't arrived yet, so I don't have it here for this review. And before I even start reviewing these, I gotta admit, I was wrong. So back when the Slides first released, I dropped my review of them. And in that video, I made my worst ever resale prediction of all time. I pretty much said that nobody would pay resale for these. These would be a terrible investment. And I was completely wrong. I could not believe how popular these have been. I think the pandemic had a lot to do with it too, because a lot of us were just at home, didn't really need sneakers as much. It was better to cop a pair of Slides just to walk around the house. But these were going for, in my opinion, some pretty absurd resale prices. In fact, I was even able to sell one of my pairs for almost $300, which I literally could not believe. I couldn't believe people were paying $300 for a pair of Slides. When you wear these, yes, of course, these are very comfortable. You can kind of see why they're so popular. They've proven to be so popular, in fact, that a lot of brands have started to make knockoffs of these. I posted one on my Instagram from ASOS. They were selling a pretty similar pair for around $20, and you can see directly where they got the inspiration from. This resin colorway doesn't seem like it's the most popular one right now. It does have like a greenish tint to it, so it is, I don't know if even calling it hard to wear is a thing for a pair of Slides, but I guess compared to the other colorways, these are a bit more difficult to wear. Not a whole lot of branding on this. We do have the Adidas logo here, and on the inside you see a Yeezy brand logo as well. And it also says made in China as well as the size. And speaking of sizing, people have been pretty upset by how weird the sizing has been on these. In my experience with Yeezy Slides, I normally go a full size up. So I wear, for example, a US 11 in all my sneakers. But in the Slides, I definitely have to go a US 12. And it still does feel kind of snug, but it does get a bit better the more you wear it. Another thing to watch out for is that these Yeezy Slides only come in full sizes. So if you normally wear a half size in Yeezys, I would personally go a half size up rather than a half size down. For example, in Yeezys, I wear an 11.5 and I go with a 12 in my Slides. Also, let's talk about resale. Resale has definitely been sliding in these. We actually just heard that Adidas will be restocking these every 2 months for the rest of the year. And once that news came out, the resale started to really tank on all 3 of these colorways. I am not surprised at all, by the way, that Adidas is doing this. This is an absolute cash machine for them. Just think about how much do you think this cost Adidas to make? If I were to guess, probably less than $1. But it's definitely good news for all of you fans of the Yeezy Slides. You can get them for a much more affordable price right now. If you're thinking about when was the best time to resell it, well, that was probably last week. Because we've heard that news about these restocking, I don't expect the prices on these to increase that much. Now, we don't know exactly if these specific colorways will be restocking. It seems like there's going to be a wide variety of different colors dropping. So it's quite possible actually that these specific colorways might end up going up in price. But that is simply speculation. Like I said, it literally all depends on whether or not these colorways will be restocking. Even if you sell them right now, you're still getting back 100% return on investment, which is pretty good nowadays. There is so much demand for these though, however, and because the prices are so low right now, this is probably the best opportunity you have right now to go ahead and cop. Overall, you really can't be mad at the slides. They're very comfortable, very good colorways, clean colorways as well. But as always, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of the Yeezy Slides? Do you think at current prices that they are worth the price? Let me know. And as always, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That is where I drop quite a bit of content on my stories. The handle is right here. It is at JDKick6. Drop a like on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys once again for all of the support. Until next time, guys. Peace.